ask you to join with me in raising a toast to the memory and legacy of Woodrow Wilson and Tomáš Masaryk, and to the enduring friendship between the people of the Czech Republic and the United States of America.
And it's a great honor to be here with you tonight and to have a chance to express a warm and heartfelt thank you to the American friends of the Czech Republic and to all of you for so generously supporting Czech-American relations.
We are privileged to be living in a free, democratic country and should not take it for granted. From time to time, we should remind ourselves of those who had made it possible and make sure that the values and principles they stood for are being respected and protected. This is why it is most appropriate to reinstall the Woodrow Wilson Monument in Prague in the place where it belongs.
Tonight, I know all of you haven't had the good fortune and privilege of being of Czech heritage. But tonight, as the mayor implied, as my friend Chase Untermeyer said earlier, just as on St. Patrick's Day, all are Irish, tonight we declare you all Czechs.
When I was in flight in space at Apollo 8, orbiting the moon, there was an article in the Czech paper that said, "Czech blood is in space."
The crew of Apollo 13 made a miraculous safe return. And Jim Lovell was a hero for Americans and for Czechs and for all citizens of the world.
My allegiance is to America. My love is for my heritage.
For Gene Cernan would be, to this date, the last man to walk on the moon. He carried with him on that mission a Czech flag and the knowledge that his relatives in that communist-controlled country were secretly sending their best wishes.
We're separate countries, but we're one people. We're held together by that common bond of our background. That's what the American Friends of the Czech Republic is really all about.
You cannot know what a special evening this is. Mr. President, God bless. Thank you.
Let me salute each of you with the American Friends of the Czech Republic. The Czechs are everywhere. I went to I don't mean to be a blowhard, but I was the honorary captain of the U.S. Olympic team in China. And there at the Olympic Village, that bird cage or whatever it was, guy walks in. I said, Tom, are you a pole vaulter? Athlete, are you a pole vaulter? He said, no, I'm Czech, but how'd you know my name was Walter? And, you know, we politicians are all interested in crowds. I'll never forget speaking in Wenceslas Square with President Havel. 1 million people that day. I thought getting 50 was a big crowd when I was working politics in Texas, but there was 1 million people, all turned out for freedom, the love of freedom. It was absolutely astounding. And what these remarkable men did to push back the horizon of discovery, I love what Gene said up here. They showed that the heavens were indeed within man's grasp, but with that power also came a responsibility to help the human condition. And ours can be a cynical world at times, of course. And occasionally someone will ask, where all the heroes have gone? I don't ask that. When I look at the pioneers like Gene and Jim, men and women who strive to do great things, who strive to do good and noble deeds, not for themselves, but for others, and who do so in a way that lights the way forward for generations to come. So I'm honored to be here tonight. I don't often speak for Barbara. Many of you know her. You know why I don't often speak for her. But I know I do speak for her when I say I'm very proud to be here. Thank you very much, and good night.
Thank you.